నేవీ అమ్ముల పొదలో మరో అస్త్రం. తీర ప్రాంతానికి చేరువలోని సాగర్ జలాల్లో శత్రు జలాంతర్గాముల ఉనికిని పట్టేసి యుద్ధ నౌక ఆండ్రోత్ భారత నౌకాదళంలో చేరింది. విశాఖ నేవల్ డాక్ యార్డ్ సోమవారం జరిగిన కార్యక్రమంలో రెండో యాంటీ సబ్మెరైన్ వార్ఫేర్ షాలో వాటర్ క్రాఫ్ట్స్ ఆండ్రోత్ జలప్రవేశం చేసింది. నేవీ వైస్ అడ్మిరల్ రాజేష్ పెంథర్కర్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో దీన్ని కమిషనింగ్ చేశారు. భారత నౌకాదళం స్వదేశీకరణ ప్రయత్నాల్లో ఇది మరో మైలురాయిగా నిలిచింది. కోల్కతాలోని ప్రభుత్వ రంగ నౌకా నిర్మాణ సంస్థ గార్డెనరీ షిప్ బిల్డర్స్ అండ్ ఇంజనీర్స్ దీన్ని రూపొందించింది. ఈ శ్రేణిలో ఇది రెండో యుద్ధ నౌక. మొదటిది ఐఎన్ఎస్ అర్నాలా. ఇది జూన్ 18న లాంఛనంగా భారత నౌకాదళంలో చేరింది. లక్షద్వీపుల్లోని ఆండ్రోత్ అనే దీని పేరును రెండో యుద్ధ నౌకకు ఖరారు చేశారు. ఆండ్రోత్ యుద్ధ నౌకలో దేశీయంగా రూపొందించిన 30mm సర్ఫేస్ గన్ ఉంది. లోతు తక్కువగా ఉన్న జలాల్లోని జలాంతర్గాములను వేటాడే 16 అధునాతన నౌకలకు నేవీ ఆర్డర్ పెట్టింది. ఇందులో 8ని జిఆర్ఎస్ఈ ఉత్పత్తి చేస్తుంది. తీర ప్రాంతానికి తరువాయి తెలిసింది. ఈ యూనిట్లో ప్రధానంగా స్పెన్సర్లు, కమ్యూనికేషన్ పరికరాలు, క్షిపణులు, తుపాకులు వంటి వివిధ ఆయుధ వ్యవస్థలను సమన్వయపరిచే ఇంటిగ్రేటెడ్ డిఫెన్స్ సిస్టమ్స్ తయారవుతాయి. 2028 మార్చి నాటికి నిర్మాణం పూర్తి చేసి అదే ఏడాది సెప్టెంబర్ నాటికి ఉత్పత్తి ప్రారంభించాలని కేంద్ర, రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వాలు లక్ష్యంగా పెట్టుకున్నాయి.
One, two, three.
Has arrived. शर्मा, नेवल ऑफिसर इन चार्ज, आंध्र प्रदेश।
तालियों के साथ स्वागत कीजिए भारतीय नौसेना युद्धपोत आंद्रोथ का और उन सभी महिलाओं और पुरुषों का जिन्होंने इस क्षण को
to proceed for heighting.
And serene amidst the sea, so too will this ship stand firm, resilient, alert and steadfast in duty. The commissioning of the new Androth is not just a ceremonial event, it is a milestone in our nation's march towards Atmanirbharta in defense production. Over the past decade, the Indian Navy has embarked on an extraordinary journey of maritime capability enhancement, launching an impressive array of state-of-the-art platforms that have been indigenously designed and built in our shipyards. From the aircraft carrier Vikrant to the powerful Project 15 Bravo destroyers of the Visakhapatnam class and the versatile Project 17 Alpha Nilgiri class frigates. And now, this swift, shallow water ASW craft. It is evident that we are steadily and purposefully shaping a balanced, modern and self-reliant naval force, one that is truly capable of safeguarding India's maritime interests with strength and confidence. Constructed by the Garden Ship Builders and Engineers Limited, Androth, with more than 80% indigenous content, stands as yet another testament to India's growing capability to design, develop and deliver sophisticated platforms that meet the highest operational standards. The ship symbolizes what can be achieved when Indian skill, technology, and above all, determination come together in pursuit of a common national purpose. In this journey of Atmanirbharta, The support provided by the Indian shipbuilding industry, especially GRSC, one of our finest defense PSU shipyards, has been invaluable. To the shipbuilders, engineers, designers, and all those who have worked tirelessly to bring this fine ship to life, my sincere appreciation. You have strengthened not just the Navy's capabilities, but also the nation's confidence in its own potential. I would like to congratulate the CMD, his staff, and particularly the talented, committed workforce at GRSC, as also the Directorate of Ship Production and the Warship Overseeing Team at Kolkata, as also the myriad of Indian industry who have partnered for this development, for transforming this vision into reality. Ladies and gentlemen, India's maritime domain has assumed unprecedented importance in recent years. Our oceans are vital arteries of commerce, energy, and connectivity. The Indian Ocean has long been seen a stage for strategic convergence, cooperation, and above all, competition. In this dynamic environment, the Indian Navy stands as the foremost instrument for safeguarding India's maritime interests anytime, anywhere, and anyhow. As the second ship of the shallow water anti-submarine warfare craft, conceived and built specifically to operate effectively in our coastal as well as littoral waters, Androth will play a pivotal role in detecting, tracking, and neutralizing underwater targets, and will augment our capability in ensuring the security of our sea lines of communication, as also our coastal and offshore threats. With the commissioning pennant and the white ensign being hoisted on board today, let us remember that every ship is more than just steel and systems. She is a living symbol of trust, trust placed by a nation in her men and women in uniform. To the commanding officer and ship's company of Androth, my highest congratulations. From this moment, you take charge not only of a ship, but of a spirit. You inherit a proud name, proud lineage, and a new and prouder responsibility. Your discipline, professionalism, and camaraderie will shape this ship's destiny, and in time, Androth will reflect your character as you in turn will draw strength from hers.
Good or best things often come in small package. For Androth and her equally lovely sisters, this meaningful idiom is very apt. Before I dwell further on Androth, let me take you back by about 5 years. The anti-submarine shallow water craft project happened to be one of the first of the warship building contracts to be awarded on competition. So when the bids were opened, my company GRSC was the L2 shipyard. And as per the tender conditions, the L2 shipyard had to match the price of the L1 shipyard, and the 16 ships, this is a 16 ship project, the 16 ships will be split into two, that means 8 ships by the L1 and 8 by the L2. So we had detailed internal deliberations whether to take the project or not. Because at that point of time, our order book was healthy. We were not really desperate for orders. And yet we decided to take the project on 2 counts. One, the project was extremely challenging from the technical and shipbuilding perspective. And second, we wanted to prove a point. We wanted to prove a point that we can deliver complex platforms at par with or ahead of our peers. That is the background of this project. Now to put things in perspective, I'll give you an example. For ease, I'll take an automotive, a car. The size of the ship was akin to that of a Swift Desire. When I say size, the length, breadth and so on. The indicated weight was that of an Alto. The equipment fit was that of a Ciaz. And of course the expectations were that of a Mercedes-Benz. So the project started in this fashion. We had our own share of challenges, numerous challenges. I would not like to detail them. And that is where the might of all the stakeholders came into picture. The Navy, the Naval Headquarters, the Directorate of Ship Production, the Professional Directorates, the Eastern Naval Command, the Warship Overseeing Team, the Trial and Acceptance Agencies, the Classification Society, and of course my teams, along with our production and industry partners. And here we are today. commissioning the second of these 16 ships. For us, she is beautiful. Naturally, we tend to be a bit prejudiced as a parent. And incidentally, this is our 113th daughter. And for us, all these 113 children are equally beautiful. But then, as I said, we are prejudiced. It's for you to decide. We often get very interesting questions, queries from veterans like me or my much seniors. I just cite a few. Why are the machinery compartments so cramped? How do you expect one to even do basic maintenance? Why are the accommodation spaces not as sleek as what we see in European platforms? Okay, everything is good, but why are we still having that hungry house look? And if not anything else, why are Indians not able to churn out ships like China? Ladies and gentlemen, believe me, we take every observation seriously on 3 counts. 1, we believe that the customer is a king or the queen, and these inputs are coming from tons and tons of experience. And third, we believe in continuous improvement while fully acknowledging the Alto, Desire, Ciaz, Mercedes dilemma. The senior Androth had served the Navy and the nation for 27 glorious years. Some of the veterans are here, proof of her performance. And I'm very confident that the young Gen Z Androth will surpass the achievements of her illustrious predecessor.
Commissioning order by the Chief of the Naval Staff. Whereas the Government of India has decided that the Indian naval ship Androth,
short of remarkable, its formidable weapon suit, lightweight torpedoes, and soon to be installed low frequency
स्वरूप भारत की बढ़ती नौसैनिक शक्ति का गौरवशाली जैसी आधुनिक अंडरवाटर सेंसर्स पनडुब्बी रोध.
After 27 years of illustrious service, it was decommissioned on.
హాయ్ వ్యూయర్స్, వైజాగ్ విజన్ ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. మా ఛానల్ అందిస్తున్న జాతీయ అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయి వార్తా విశేషాలు నోటిఫికేషన్స్ కోసం ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తున్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ ని క్లిక్ చేయండి.